again with heat number 1 for the Napa late model.
Saturday night's all right for racing. Starting on the pole, heat race number 1 for the Napa late models in the number 38 machine. That is Jason Parkhurst. Outside of him, Tim Sears Jr., row 2. That is the 64 machine of Mike Vaughn. Outside is Dave Talbot. Row 3, it's A.J. Kingsley. Outside of him in the R19 machine is Dale Caswell. And starting scratch on the field is Sean Beardsley. Green flag is out, and we're underway.
Here we go. Turn of loose. Third race in the turn number 1 is going to be Tim Sears Jr. with nearly 3 wide for third, fourth, and fifth. Squeeze play off of 2. Dale Caswell's got the edge down the back straightaway.
Caswell wasting no time getting that R19 rocket to the front as they come off of turn number 4. Sears is going to lead lap number 1.
Bumper tagging the back of the field, but up front is Sears. Leading the way over Parkhurst and Caswell. Mike Vaughn up to fourth, and back in the top 5 is Sean Beardsley as Dave Talbot goes toward the back of the field.
Beardsley sets his eyes on Mike Vaughn. Vaughn working the bottom as it looks like Beardsley trying to get under there. Couldn't complete that pass off of turn number 4.
Well, everybody looking for a racing row here in the early going. As the starters got those cross flags as the leader comes off of turn number 4. Tim Sears Jr. looking to pick up where he left off last night.
And he is 3 wide off of 4. Looks like Kingsley had to get on the brakes as Beardsley underneath him. Vaughn coming into turn number 1. Beardsley gets the bottom hooked up. He takes it off of turn number 4. Moves to the 4th spot. Kingsley right behind him for the 5th spot.
Now time's going to wind down quickly on this one as they bring down the line of 2 laps to go. Sears, Parkhurst, and Caswell. Caswell all over Parkhurst.
Jason Parkhurst moving from sportsman to Napa late models here in 2011. And Dale Caswell, I guess you could say a veteran, trying to work there on the bottom off of 4.
Now Caswell started running late models long before the other guys did in the year at Sport Strengths and everybody else out there in the field.
Checkered flag is out. Heat race number 1 for the Napa late models is going to go to Tim Sears Jr. Second, Jason Parkhurst. Third goes to Caswell. Fourth to Beardsley. Fifth to A.J. Kingsley. Sixth to Mike Vaughn. And 7th goes to Dave Talbot. So heat race number 1 in the books. Heat race number 2 coming off the pit ramp. Here's Bill Foley.
On the Brewer, then Jim Southern's going to drive the 43 from the pole in this one, and whoosh! That's Alan. Here we go. Turn him loose.
Alan Fink takes him into turn number 2 with the lead. Look at Fowler on the bottom. Rockets to the 2nd spot. Southern in 3rd. Bellinger and Coit battling for that 4th and 5th spot.
Well, off the turn they come. On lap number 1, it's still going to be leading the way over the 714. And then our Napa Performer of the Week, Bodie Bellinger, back there in the number 3 position.
Gus Schmidt, Coit kisses the wall on the backstretch, keeps it straight. Trouble as the 714 is around in turn number 4. Looks like some front end damage on that 714 machine as well. As we're going to go, caution is out on the speed.
And see what happens at all. Bellinger, Jim Southern, Steve Coit, row number 2, the heavy hauler Gus Schmidt, and Ryan Halliday round out the field. Here we go.
Green flag back out. Alan Fink will take him to the green. Coit and Southern will do battle in the turn number 1.
There they go again. Let's see what happens. Steve Coit, who really enjoys this late model experience. Here comes the heavy hauler, hauling down the back straightaway. He's got himself another spot, making position number 4. He does. Coit slides up the racetrack. Look
at Bodie Bellinger looking on the inside of Fink. Fink holds him off as he go into turn number 2. Fink will keep the lead down the backstretch, but Bellinger's coming in a hurry.
Bellinger's, he's going to be an up-and-comer, no doubt about that, as he is sitting right there in that number 2 position. And not had any late model experience at all until we saw him 2 weeks ago, Adam. And he looked really well 2 weeks ago.
As the white flag is out, we have 1 to go. Alan Fink continues to lead the way here. Napa late model heat number 2.
The white flag is out 1 more time around. Here they come down the back straightaway. Whoosh is at it again. Look at Gus Schmidt going by Southern in the back straightaway. Coming across the line. Give the win to Alan Biggs. Second is Bellinger. Third is Schmidt. Fourth is Southern. Fifth will be Coit. And Halliday rounds out the field. So, we've got two late model races in, and now the mod lights are rolling down the ramp.
Is Jeff Blackburn in the final row. It's going to be Andrew Schardner. And outside of him in the 91, that's Zach Babcock. Green flag is about to go down. We are going to go back racing here. Mod Light Heat Race number 1 underway. They dive into turn number 1, 2 by 2 by 2. Here we go. Walsh takes the lead down the backstretch. Rick Demo hot on his trails as he looks to the inside.
Everyone looking for racing room as they'll take it into turn number 3. Tightly bunched. Oh, Demo out of shape just a little bit. Going to cause a little shuffle man.
Look at Doug Williams.
Great move there by DW as he squeezed it down low. Meanwhile, Ball looks like he's throwing a little bit of liquid off the back end of the 06 down the front straightaway.
Williams forced the issue 4 wide out of 4, makes it work for him there, and now works the middle of the racetrack. Walsh gets a little squirrely in front of the field and costs him. Let the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place cars all catch in the back bumper now as Williams still continues to work the bottom of the racetrack.
Wow, everybody looking for a room here. Very competitive. Mod Light Heat, they're all tightly bunched except for Babcock. Everybody else is within within 50 yards of each other. Off the turns, here they come. It's still going to be a battle down the front straightaway. Walsh with an edge over Demo, but Demo's got a nice line on the bottom side.
Demo three-wheeling it around the corner, now down the backstretch. Walsh has the advantage. Williams takes 3rd from Jeffries, going into turn number 3. Now Jeffries sets a sight on Demo on the top side.
Coming around 2 laps to go here in our first Mod Light qualifying heat. Jeffries, Shartner now shoots to the outside, turns a slick shot around the 17 while Mullen makes it 3 wide down low.
Doug Williams working the high side off of 2. He takes the lead into turn number 3. Here comes Shartner battling for that 3rd spot, trying to take it away from Demo. White flag is waved. Williams takes the lead and dives into turn number 1.
DW in control right now, as he usually is. But look at Andrew Shartner, who is really anxious to do some racing after being in school until just this past week. Off the turn they're going to come, going to be DW.
Williams picks up the heat race win. Andrew Shartner in 2nd. Walsh in 3rd. Demo 4th. Mullen just gets there for 5th. 6th goes to Gary Jeffries. 7th goes to Jeff Isabel Jr. Then it's Blackwell and Nick Graziano. Zach Babcock rounding out the field for heat race number 1.
Heat number 2 coming down.
Heat race number 1, and he is back-to-back winners here at the D-shaped Dirt Demon. Osborne and Garrett Tuttle will lead him to the green flag off of Ford. We're underway. Tuttle on the high side. Look at Clayton Brewer not wasting any time on the high side. Makes it 3 wide, moves into that 2nd spot down the backstretch.
Well, here they go. It's going to be Garrett, the youngster, leading the way. And everyone else, the heavy hitters, are right behind and putting the heat on down the front straightaway. But Garrett leads lap number 1.
Jeff Isabel on that middle, sitting in 4th spot. Osborne gets a little squirrely. That gives the run for Clayton Brewer the 3rd as he rockets now to the lead on the top side of Tuttle off of 3.
Well, Tuttle on the front straightaway. This track a little more than his length than the Brewer Speedway was. Garrett destroyed the race car first week out, and he just came back a couple of weeks ago here at Fulton with the 58. Here comes Sterling Miller in the 15 to the outside of the 3rd.
Sterling Miller's been one of the fastest Mod Lights on the speedway almost every night. Just has bad luck when it comes time for the checkered cert. Currently battling in the 4th spot with Joe Isabel.
Well, here they go through the turns. Whoa, 3-wheeler. That was Clay Brewer through 1 and 2. He's got himself a 6-car length lead down the back straightaway over Jeff Isabel, who leads by 6 over Joe Isabel, his son.
The Isabels looking strong in this Mod Light class. His father and son in 2nd and 3rd. Trying to get a lock on Clayton Brewer, and that 20 car looking really fast here tonight.
Down the back straightaway we go. We got a couple Isabels and a Brewer up front. That's the beer maker. It's a race car driver. Here he comes down the front straightaway. White flag is off for Clayton Brewer the 3rd.
Looks like Sterling Miller had some trouble in turn number 2. Gets it back going straight. He's at the back of the pack. Pass for the lead down the back stretch. Jeff Isabel looks to the bottom of Clayton Brewer off of 2.
Brewer, good battle. No money on the line. Just pride. Who's it going to be? Give it to Brewer at the line. Isabel 2nd. Joe Isabel 3rd. Garrett Tuttle 4th. Terry Lapham, followed by Bowles there. Sam Osborne, Jim Tuttle, and and Sterling Miller. Good race. That was a good race.
Always is. Bushy Decker outside of him, the Beeville Bandit, Jimmy Phelps, and starting shotgun on the field in row number 4, the 42S of Pat Ward.
Hey, sign up for that one-on-one spectator race coming up at intermission. Go up to the main office, sign up. You can be out there. You, too, can be a race car driver. Here we go.
Green flag is out. Williams working the bottom, but it's sandwiched there off of turn number 2, Plank to the lead.
It's the Fulton shuffle as Casey Williams goes from first to fourth on lap number 1. And they're putting the heat on as the Pat Ward is finding out Jimmy Phelps. Now, he wasn't kind at all to poor Casey Williams and Jimmy Whitco. Look at the guys they put out there and he never won.
Yeah, Jim was able to talk to Jim Whitco earlier tonight and said he's missing something. He doesn't know if it's setup or motor, but he is having one heck of a time in that 24, and it shows right there.
Part of it, too, is the new tire setup, which he'd always run Hoosiers, and now the American Racing tires under it. They changed it. He used to talk to the driver. Meanwhile, up front, it's the natural Dale Flack leading the way.
Battle for 4th and 5th between Pat Ward and Jimmy Phelps as they dive into turn number 1. Phelps on the high side. Ward gets by him on the bottom off of 2.
Qualified 5 on the front tires, which shows 15 cars in the handicap. The rest will line up behind them. Off the turn they go. Williams runs over the right. Decker, Ward, and Phelps are second, third, fourth, and fifth. Willie Decker looked to the inside. Off of turn number 2. Couldn't do it. Time to serve pull away down the back straightaway.
Man, that 35 machine looking real fast as he looks again on the inside off of Ford from Timmy Sears. Tim keeps the second spot, but here comes Decker back on the bottom off of 2. They're wheel to wheel.
They definitely are down the back straightaway. Timmy Sears trying to hang on to that spot. And the heat is turned up. And Decker looking slightly. Here we got the heat cutter on the floor.
We have 2 to go. Decker again on the bottom now. Sears opens up. Goes up the top of the racetrack, down the backstretch. Decker has to get on the brakes going into turn number 3. They're side by side. White flag in the air.
One more time around the speedway. And a great battle for second place. Willie Decker. Here's Pat Ward. He joins the group. But meanwhile, Dale Flack's got a straightaway lead. He's going to get the win. The natural comes across with he never won. In second place, off the turn, looks like it'll be Willie Decker. Nope. Sears. Then Willie Decker. Pat Ward. Qualified. Going back behind them at the start of the feature tonight will be the 1 next to Casey Williams and the 24 of Jim Whitco. Ryan Phelps. Then we got Joe August Jr. and the 47. Alan Johnson back in his own 14J. And then the 85 of Dan Fodder. Here we go. Heat number 2.
Green flag is out. We're underway. White takes him to the green as they dive into turn number 1. Drexler looking on the bottom as White takes him off of 2.
Ray White leading the way. Pete Taylor right there in second. Tries to dance up the speedway. Trying Dan Water. He's going to try to work his way out. Right now, it's Larry White. White, Taylor, Drexler. 1, 2, and 3. Here comes Drexler and Losnack. Their 6th place finish on the first night of the season. His first big block appearance here in Fulton Speedway.
Working the bottom. Pete Taylor's got his hands full, not only with the race car, but Bill Drexler on the bottom. Here comes the rocket. Ryan Phelps in the 4th spot, and AJ Slideways in 5th.
Billy Drexler said he wanted to find the Saturday night home. I think he found one. Off the turn he comes. Up with Larry White. Down the front straightaway. Larry White. Pete Taylor in the 6th, the 1 to get Billy Drexler. Then the 99 of Ryan Phelps in the 14J of Alan Johnson.
Taylor chops down on the bottom. Drexler lost some momentum there as they come off of turn number 4. Taylor leads it. Look at Alan Johnson looking on the inside of Ryan Phelps off of 4.
Well, everybody looking for a racing room here in heat number 2. But right now, you have the 99 now with a good lead over Pete Taylor.
Alan Johnson takes the spot away from Ryan Phelps off the backstretch. And now Johnson looks towards Bill Drexler, who's got his eyes on Pete Taylor.
Look for some Potter trying to close in on the 99. And he must have seen up the battle for that last qualifying spot, but was strung out pretty well as they come off the turn with just a couple of laps to go.
Continuing to lead the way, 2 to go. Working all kinds of racetrack grooves right now. Some going to the high side where Larry White likes to inhabit. He looks like that car's hooked up as he's in the lead with 1 to go.
More circuit around the speedway for Larry White. And got himself a hefty lead down to the backstretch. Hefty. Got this one in the bag. As he goes off the fourth turn, here he comes down the front straightaway. Give it to Larry White. Coming up second is Billy Drexler. Alan Johnson, at the line. Ryan Phelps, followed by Dan Bonner and Joe August Jr. We got 2 in, 1 to go for the modifieds, and here is Adam.
Tracy Rhoda.
Russ is a veteran of the racing wars, been driving just about forever, driven just about everything, and good to have him with us this evening in the 71. From down around Afton away, isn't he?
Yep. Normal racetrack is Afton.
Okay, here we go. Next man for Chris Heil. Who's it going to be? Side by side down the back straightaway. Heil on the inside. Phelps to the outside. Who's going to be left over? This is the way they started. Right across the line.
Phelps got him at the line. Heil working that bottom groove. He gets a good run off of turn number 2. Heil to the lead. But Phelps coming right back now on the bottom.
Oh, Bowman wants to slide the racetrack. He does try to get her up. Decker dives to the inside. Fink tries to stick his nose underneath the end star. Chad Phelps nearly had plastic surgery.
Phelps shut the door. Here comes the Franklin Flyer. Billy Decker looking on the inside. A fake, but Bowman trying to make a move on the high side of the 15 as well. Bowman still on the high side. He takes the third spot away.
Good run going here for third, fourth, and fifth. Down the back straightaway. Zeke trying to close in. Next up, Chad Phelps. Up front, though, it's Chris Heil.
Looking now on the bottom, Billy Decker looking on the inside of Bowman. Bowman closes the gap between him and Phelps, still trying to work that high side as they come off of turn number 4. Bowman gets a good run, 3 wide off of 4. Bowman takes that second spot. Decker on the inside takes the third spot away. They're still battling off of 2.
Again, 5 cars. That's what they're going to have right now. 5 cars down to the feature event. That's all that matters here in this qualifying heat with 2 laps to go. Bowman. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
And Decker's not done. He's looking to the inside of Bowman off of turn number 2. Gets a good run off the backstretch. He'll take the second spot away. As that white handkerchief out, we have 1 to go. Heil comfortably in first, but Decker and Bowman battling for second and third.
Less than a half lap to go for Chris Heil. Billy Decker's up second. Not going to have enough time.
Coming to the checkered flag, it's going to be Heil with a heat win. Second spot goes to Decker, third to Bowman, fourth to Chad Phelps, fifth to Matt Fink, sixth to Mike Mahaney, and seventh, rounding out the field, is Russ Zimmerman. And that wraps up your heat races for the Tracy Road Equipment Big Block Modifieds. Next on to the field is the SUNY Canton Sportsman.
Here on Syracuse Haulers Night, the SUNY Canton Sportsman on the racetrack. 93 goes away next in line. That's Matt Parkhurst. Outside of him, Greg Carter's 44. And the 954 of Justin Thompson. At the back of the field, the 2, United Scott Castario. 04T. Michael Teachout in the 04T. Green is out. I'm a half lap behind already.
Blackwell leads him into turn number 4. Greg Gardner in the third spot. Humphreys looking on the bottom. Coming to the line, it looked like Blackwell led that lap, but here comes Humphreys now on the bottom. He'll take the lead off of 2.
Off of 2, there you go. There's Greg Carter making that move with the 44C, the Veterans Fastener Supply. Number 44C off the turn up to the number 2 spot. Blackwell goes back to third, and Parker's fourth. Fifth is the Deuce trying to move up.
Blackwell on the bottom. Alan Fink trying to get a run off of Parkhurst on the backstretch. Coming down off of turn number 4 there, 2 by 2. Fink still working that bottom line. Fink now looks to the third spot. Blackwell shuts the door. Parkhurst getting a good run on the high side. Fink takes the 4th spot. Humphrey still leading the way as we are halfway to go. Trouble in turn 4. The 954 of Justin Thompson's around. Yellow flag is on the raceway.
And in that number 2 is Eric Fink. Eric Fink, Alan Fink's father, is behind the wheel of number 2 tonight. Alan drove it last night over at the Brewer Speedway. Dirt motocross bike number. So that's the story of the 954. Here we go off the turn. Rob Humphreys will lead it down to the green. Humphreys and Garner, first and second. Then we got Blackwell, Fink, and Parkhurst. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going to qualify 5 of them out of each one of these qualifying heats too as they bring it off the turn and down the front straightaway.
Humphreys leading the way. Greg Gardner trying to track him down in that second spot. Then it's Blackwell. And they're all over the racetrack trying to track him down. Parkhurst and Teachout battling for that 5th and 6th spot off of turn number 4. White flag is out.
One more time around the track. And
Parkhurst centrally flips it. Tumbles 2, 3, 4 times around. Comes up on his wheels, but that was one heck of a ride for Matt Parkhurst.
Matt Parkhurst, a wild ride. This is as high up as I've seen a sportsman in a long time. Getting his faculties back together. Got the helmet off. Ladies and gentlemen, he's climbing out of the race car. Put your hands together. A wild ride down the front straightaway. And his dad and the rest of his crew coming down, his mom down here.
It's good to see that.
Picking up from that, no doubt about it. That was a wild ride.
It's good to see that he's all right out of the race car. They built these cars very, very safely, and that was one wild ride.
He's going to get a ride back, I would think.
They say, of course, it's a lot better down here. They'll still be flat. You're clear.
Wow. I caught the end of that one, but I saw a sportsman higher up than I've seen it in a long, Steve Ricketts. Our starter.
Highest flips I've seen in a while. That car got a lot of air.
He was trying to correct it. When he corrected, he came down, and Blackwell and him just got together, just wrong place, wrong time. It just happens. The good news is you can fix the race car, even though it does cost money. But the driver walked away, and that's what it's all about. Once again, one-on-one spectator race coming up in a little bit. You can sign up in the main office. So again, if you want to get involved with the one-on-one spectator race,
if you have, everyone's got a car. I mean, they all got here somehow.
I hitchhiked. Now, here we go. Green is out one more time.
Humphrey still in the green. Eric Fink looking to the bottom. He'll take the third spot away from Blackwell, but Blackwell not giving up on the backstretch. Finally, Eric Fink clears them. Checkered flags out. Humphrey is going to win that. He raced Gardner third, Fink fourth, Blackwell fifth. Sixth goes to Teachout, seventh to the 21 machine of Doug Cook. And then the 60th Henry DeSormo rounds out the field. 06 machine, that's Bob Bennett, and should start last on the field, the 45 of Colton Donith. Green flag is out, we're back underway, 3 wide coming to the green flag. Bennett on the bottom goes from third to first off of turn number 2. Here comes Caitlin Kane back off of 2 down the backstretch.
Through the turns they go. It's still going to be Jordan Bennett leading the way down the front straightaway. Caitlin Kane looking to the inside. Tim Sears Jr. right there in the 3 spot. Ferguson back and forth, and here comes Aquino. He gets around Kimball off of turn number 2 with a 33.
Here comes Tim Sears Jr. Started in the back of the field, wasting no time moving up to that 3rd spot. He's got his eyes set on Caitlin Kane. Kane having a good run in that 2nd spot. Off of turn number 2 they come. Jason Aquino and Andrew Ferguson doing battle for the 4th and 5th spot.
Well, the first night down for Bob Bennett. Oh, we got a little contact there. Kimball got in the back end of Ferguson, but he kept it going in the right direction. Jordan Bennett continues to lead the way now. Sears dives underneath Caitlin and takes over the number 2 spot.
5 qualify right now. Sears takes that 2nd spot away. Jordan Bennett clean and green out front, but Tim Sears having one heck of a run off of turn number 4. Can he catch him?
Now, I don't know. If anybody's capable of doing it, it is Tim Sears Jr. Down the back straightaway, Sears sits in 2nd, Caitlin came back in 3rd, and then Aquino with the easy go, number 33 up into the 4th, and Kimball rounds out the qualifiers with 5 laps on the board.
Andrew Ferguson, the odd man out right now. He's got his hands full right there with Bob Bennett. Then it's Joe Klein and Colton Donnan off of turn number 2.
Everyone looking for a racing room toward the back of the field. Top 5 cars have broken away from the rest. The other 4 cars are quite a distance out of a qualifying berth. Here comes Sears, challenging for the lead with the white flag out. One more time around, half lap to go. Adam, bring us home.
Sears can taste it on the bottom. He dives into turn number 3, almost makes contact. Coming to the checkers off of turn number 4. Jordan Bennett picks up the heat win. Tim Sears in 2nd, Caitlin Kane 3rd, Jason Aquino 4th, Greg Kimball in 5th. They all go to the feature. Andrew Ferguson, Joe Klein, Bob Bennett, and Colton Donnan will have to go to the B main.
We've had a lot of nail-biting finishes for position tonight. A lot of close ones right at the line. Greg Mazurk. Here we go. Let's do it again. We'll keep on doing it. Here we go. Down the front straightaway. Green is out. Mazurka gets a jump going into the first turn.
Schneider in that second spot. Look at Billy Clark working the bottom. Jeremy Pitcher having trouble with his car last night. Looks like he's got it going here tonight in that 5th and final transfer spot as we complete lap number 1.
Down the turn, they front straightaway they go. It's the 2 cars trying to break out while Billy Clark goes to the inside of the 15T of Emmons. Who's it going to be? Side by side for 3rd. Schneider now is closed up on the 04 at the front of the pack. Is he going to take the lead with the 3E? Work to the top side.
Contact between Clark and Emmons on the backstretch. Clark now working the bottom off of turn number 4. He'll take the 3rd spot.
Schneider had the lead at the start-finish line. He's got the lead off of turn 2, and he's trying to pull away. Look at this battle for 3rd. Billy Clark, Pitcher, Emmons.
3rd, 4th, and 5th. Throw a blanket over them. Remember, the top 5 qualify. Clark in the 3rd spot. Pitcher looking on the bottom for the 4th spot. Emmons also on the bottom of that 15T gets a good run off of 2.
Hey, Jewel, can't count him out. You can't count the McCarthy number 20 out of it right now either. The only one that's back behind the field is the Mike White, 1X. The rest of the field is all right up there fighting for a qualifying spot.
Halfway to go. This time by Schneider still looking good up front. Battle for 3rd and 4th. Clark on the high side. Pitcher on the bottom down the backstretch.
Well, time winding down to this one as off the turn, Tim Schneider continues to lead the way as Schneider, not Snyder. Schneider leading the way with the 3E into the first turn. Mazurka right there in 2nd. Look at this battle for 3rd. Billy Clark, 2 of the veterans of the Motorsports Division. Billy Clark and Jeremy Pitcher side by side down the back straightaway.
Clark and Pitcher still doing battle this time off of turn number 4. Pitcher looks to the bottom now, got his nose under there as it was Pitcher by a nose at the line. They're still battling off of turn number 2 for that 4th and 5th spot. They're both transfer spots, but you don't want to be in that 5th spot.
Well, checker flag comes out for Tim Schneider. Greg Mazurka 2nd, Billy Clark 3rd, Jeremy Pitcher 4th, Matt Emmons 5th, followed by McCarthy and Jewell and White. Report to your cars and go to the pit gate, please. 101 cars, 2 to the pit gate.
Green flag is out. Button side by side with Carney off of turn number 2.
Down the back straightaway, 160 in the lead, 80 side by side. Through the turn they go. Carney to the inside, Button to the top side. Now we got a pair of red cars. The big red machines behind them. Bresnahan and Larry White. Bresnahan dives to the inside, tries to set up 3 wide. Oh, hang on, Heath Carney and Bresnahan come together.
Doesn't look like too much contact. Both cars able to keep it straight here, and we stay green. Button in the lead right now, but here comes Lightning on the bottom.
Well, if they go through the turns, I'll say one thing, Bresnahan's adrenaline is flowing. There's no doubt about that, if you know Roy. Up front, great battle between the 80 and the 99 now. Off the turn they go. It's going to be Larry White with the edge over Mike Button as they hit the line halfway home.
Larry working the bottom of the racetrack. Button gets a good run off at 2, but White too strong down the backstretch. He'll take the lead.
Oh, 525 crate and open sportsman division, brand new here this year. Down the front straightaway, it's still going to be Larry White leading the way with that 525 under the hood of that one.
Heath Carney in that 3rd spot, 4th spot, Roy Bresnahan, and it looks like Stephen Denton trying to shake down his 44C. Normally 5-time winner of the 4-cylinder Super Stocks at the D-shaped Dirt Demon. His white flag is in the air.
White flag is out. Larry White is going to bring him home. All he's got to do is hit his marks on the last lap. He's got himself yet another checker flag. Through the turn they go one more time. Checker flag is going to be out. Steve, show it to him. And they do, and Larry gets the win.
Mike Button finishes 2nd. 3rd goes to Heath Carney with a good run. 4th goes to Roy Bresnahan, and Stephen Denton will round out your top 5.
Our final qualifying heat of the evening, the novice sportsman. And Adam, we got a lot of them tonight. Last time we were out, we only had 2. Well, we started out with 4. By the time the night was over, we only had 2. So here we go, our first and only novice sportsman qualifying heat. We'll see them again for their feature a little bit later on tonight. Jim Graham will lead him into the first turn. Jim in the 2nd year of the novice sportsman division. Down the back straightaway to go. Ron Davis settles down the 2nd. 34 of Sean Summers rounds out the top 3. And they go through the turn. DeMarco, the feature winner, back there in the 4th spot. 32 of Davis in trouble. He'll lift down the front straightaway. If he's in trouble, go to the infield. I think he's going to. But I don't think he's going to be far enough off the racetrack.
Tough break for the youngster is Jim Graham. Having a bad night the other night. And gets it going straight. Summers almost turns it around in 4. Keeps that one straight as well.
Well, we got the 2 and the 06 out there. You got the names on those drivers yet?
The 06 machine, that's Tony Finch the 2nd. And that Bob Bennett, number 6. And that 42 machine that he's doing battle with is Derek Warren out of Weedsport.
Number 2 coming off the turn and back there. We'll see who that is too a little bit later on for you. Up front though, it is still going to be Jim Graham leading the way. Good bounce back for Jim after destroying that race car on opening night. You know, you spend all winter in the garage and then you wreck the car on the first or second lap of the season. Kind of be a real heartbreak, but they're putting that car back there. They're in the garage just about every night the last couple of weeks. They're down here just the south side of Fulton along Route 48. You can see them in the garage every night working hard on it. White flag is out for Jim Graham, and he's going to get the win here if he can just hit his marks one more time around.
Sean Summers in that 2nd spot, the number 34 machine.
Well, another late model arriving. Shane Tenase has arrived. They'll give us our late model before the feature event. Down the back straightaway, it's still going to be the 5 of Jim Graham leading the way. 34 right there in the 2nd spot is Sean Summers, and that's how they're going to bring him home. Is Graham and Summers 1 and 2. DeMarco comes home in 3rd, and then the field can sort itself out. So our heats are in. We've got a few special things trackside going on. And I'll go down for that. 1-on-1 spectator race coming up. Climbing out of his race car is Bodie Ballinger. And Bodie is going to be our Napa Performer of the Week. And again, last week, 2 weeks ago, he was here. And Bodie, welcome and congratulations on this award. It's an award that goes out to the driver through the course of the night that has either the best performance, missed an accident, did something outstanding. You got overall, say 100 cars in the pits. And could you tell the fans a little bit about yourself? Because you're a brand new late model driver, aren't you?
Yeah, I got to thank you guys for the award first. We I got to thank Jeff Hayes. He helped us with this car, working the deal out. I got to just thank my mom and dad. They're the ones that do it all for us.
Tell the fans a little bit about your racing background.
Last year at Glenridge, I run the Sportsman there. I won the track championship and the dirt car regional championship. So we had a good year last year, and hopefully we can do it again this year.
Are you going to be a regular here in the late models?
Yeah, we're going to try to come every week.
How old are you?
15.
15 years old, and you got second place a couple weeks ago. Well, you're the Napa Performer of the Week. You beat guys like Billy Decker and all the veterans here. Got to feel good about it, and get your picture taken, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together, if you would, please, for our Napa Performer of the Week, Booty Bellinger. I got to move from the photographer. I'm like an eclipse in front of a lens. Well, speaking of eclipses, in front of the lens here, you know. So, Buddy Bellinger, a welcome addition to the Napa Late Model field, and again, a second place performance, his first time ever in the late model, just a couple of weeks ago. A veteran down at the Glen Ridge Speedway down in the Johnstown, New York area, and has swapped over into the late models and made his presence known on opening night. Junior fan over here. Junior fan club is free to folks 4 and 14. You just have to come in and sign up. You may get to do this, and you have a cap that says Fulton Speedway Junior Fan of the Week. There's a little story here, because didn't somebody in your family get the Burden Fan of the Week last night?
Yes.
Who? You don't know who she is?
My sister.
Okay, your sister got the Junior Fan last night. He didn't know you were his sister. I think you embarrassed her a little bit there. Are you going to ride with your favorite driver tonight, Alan Fink?
Yes.
Want to go fast?
No.
No? Alan, take it fast. Will you go out there and give him a ride of his life, okay? Alan, remember Alan Fink over here? Alan's been doing a lot of different driving the last couple nights. Is late model, sportsman, late models all over the place. Tonight, last night you were in the 2 at Brewer and the Sportsman. What was that like?
It was fun. We had a good shot to win, and I got a little caught up with the Uke tire, so that took me out of that. So hopefully tonight we get something going, and hopefully be down here later on.
Now, you got your dad driving that car tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's a little scary.
Your dad's a little scary. Why do you say that?
He doesn't like being strapped in nothing. He's claustrophobic.
Oh, not a great place to be. Well, wish him luck and good luck over there. Alan, take our young Austin for a ride tonight. Hop in, Austin. When he comes back, there'll be a photo taken by Time Out Photography. Got to move up here, folks, okay? Got to move off the track. We don't want to get run over. Huh? Yeah, you can do it.
Thank you, boys and girls.
Okay. I thought that was great. He had the blank look on his face like, who won last night? Who's she? Your sister. Oh, my sister. Okay, yeah. Brothers and sisters are like that, I guess. And not only did they have the Junior Fan last night, Dad won the 50-50. Took home $875. Not a bad night. Speaking of the 50-50, let's see. Brooke, Amber, Rebecca, you're out there somewhere selling 50-50 tickets. Where's Brooke? Where are you, Brooke? Wave at me. Right there. Brooke is, let's see, her birthday is today. Her birthday. Now, we could sing happy birthday to her, but then she'd probably blush. So now on the count of 3, we just say happy birthday, Brooke. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Brooke. Now, as a gift for Brooke, buy a 50-50 ticket from her. And then when you win, give her a tip at the end of the night, okay? Sound good? Okay.
And hey, next week though, we just announced.
Hang on, we got Corey Reed here.
Just announced next week. Got to be here next week. An extra $1,000 on top of whatever the winner share is on the 50-50 will be posted. An extra $1,000. So if it's $700 to win, it's gonna be $1,700. So next week's going to be pretty important to be here and to buy 50-50 tickets.
Whoa, okay, I'm going to have to get down here for a second. $1,000 extra next week, automatically in the 50-50. Where's Austin? Hang on, gotta get down here. Hey, don't take this picture yet. Austin, did you have fun?
Yes.
I missed it. I was talking to Mr. Reed, I was talking to your dad, I was talking to everybody. I missed it. Did you go fast?
Yes.
Okay, well, you're going to get a picture taken from the folks from Time Out Photography, and when you come to the races next week, they'll give it to you, okay?
Yes.
Okay, you're very polite, you know that?
Yes.
Do you say anything else other than yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad. Okay. Alan, go take your photo taken if you would, please. Our Syracuse.com, we had a deal on Groupon? Deal of the day, and you're who?
Courtney Redhead.
Courtney. And you're going to get it right in the pace car. Looking forward to that? And I think Richard Nicholas is in the other one. Here we go. Oh, baby. Hang on. Crank it down. Here we, oh, on a two. What bite that car got? Whoa! This is no contest here. This is an easy one. Here he is. Bring it across the line. George Johnson, we're going to see you a little bit later on. Number two. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. And Bill Weller in that of Rochester. And the outside. Oh, that's Richard Nicholas in the 01. Whoa, listen to that. I think I'd go to the pits right now if I was the guy in second place. I think this guy could slow down and not have a problem at all. He won by a quarter of a lap in one lap. Here comes that 2010 Subaru. Oh, baby. Man, you buy one of those as a race car. I think it sticks pretty well. Think the other guy that blew the engine or quit? Mike Fowler, all by himself. That was a one and only one race. Semi-final round. What do you think? Pickup truck? This pickup truck is not going to give him the bottom too much. Wow. This guy's taking it serious out there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he needs the bottom there, Bill.
Hey, that was everyone. I think the pickup truck may stay out and run the other semi. I'm not sure what they'll do here. Nope, guess not. So we're down. Are we down to two? I have a wall between me and the cars back there.
Yes.
We're down to two. Here we go.
And
What do you think? That Subaru, the 2010 one, is it going to win or not? Oh, baby. Rub him, rub him, rub him. Hang on, baby. Come on, let's hear it. Come on. Woo. I thought they were going to rub a little bit. Where's the donuts? Come on. Stick that nose under there. Here they come. That was a good one, wasn't it? Hey. Wow. I thought they were going to scuff there in the first turn. Don't anybody call their insurance companies, okay? We keep that right here. What happens at Fulton stays at Fulton, okay? We'll talk to both of them. I'm sorry, Phil.
Corey, don't slip, man. That's a rough fall right there. I've done that a couple times.
Bill Weller, right? Okay, Bill's going to hop out of the race car. We're going to talk to him. We're going to talk to Mike. Put your hands together for Bill Weller out of Rochester. Come on out here, Bill. Okay. Come on out here, Bill. Are you on tour? Didn't you win at Fulton? Didn't you win at Bruin a couple weeks ago?
Yes, I did.
I thought you looked familiar. What smells here? Is it brakes or are you overheating?
I'd say brakes, maybe.
I didn't think you used them.
I didn't use brakes. Once you go around, you don't have any brakes anymore because the right front flexes so hard. It pushes the brakes in, and you don't have any.
When did you realize that?
When you try to slow down on the back straightaway to come back in.
Well, at least you learned your lesson the first time around, so you used it the rest. Hey, you having fun out there?
A ton.
What was that like going the first race side by side with that guy?
I didn't want to hit the brand new car.
Well, you almost did.
I almost did, but I tried to keep it clean.
Okay, we get a photo taken. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together if you would, please, for Bill Weller, our one-on-one spectator winner. Where's Mike Fowler? Now, I say Mike Fowler. You might have seen Mike Fowler in the 410 Sportsman on a regular basis, and who in their right mind would take out a 2010 Subaru out there?
Me. It isn't mine, so I don't care. I wanted to put it in the wall, but I knew he'd be pissed.
He probably would have been. So, yeah, had fun. That's all it's about, right?
Yeah, at least I got to get on the track, but I got a deal worked out, so I'm not running my Sportsman this year, so the start of Friday over at Bruton, I'll be in a mod light. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I'll give it a try, and I'm not spending my money, so let's go have some fun.
Whose car are you going to be in?
His name's Don. He just picked it up last week, so he's going through it, making sure everything's right, and he wants me to put me in it and try it out, and if I do good, could be in it for the rest of the year.
All right, well, good luck, Mike.
Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Fowler, you put on a show for you. Finished second, but you put on a show. That's what it's all about. A little track maintenance going on here. A little cause for the pause. So take a break, stretch your legs, and come on back a little bit, and we'll be coming back with you with all of our feature events. Don't forget next week, 1,000.
Gentlemen, for turn number 4, the Apple 8 models. It's the wave lap. You wave to them, and they'll wave right back to you. Wave anything and everything you got. They're going to go green next time by. We even got Bill Foley up here waving at him.
No, I was just being a puppet. Dave Midler was
pulling your strings?
pulling my strings, that's right.
We're all puppets in the chess game. Pace car will seek safety, about to go green for the first feature of the evening on the Syracuse Haulers night here at the High Banks.
15 late models, Napa late models coming your way. The green is out. Here we go.
And they waste no time. Down at turn number 1. Alan Fink trying to hold the bottom off of turn number 2. Look at Jim Southern having a good run at that 43. He's up on the high side off of 3.
A.J. Kingsley's gotten by Tim Sears Jr., his teammate. Now he's working on Rush coming off the fourth turn. A.J. takes it up to number 3 spot.
Kingsley on the high side. Sears following him now. Fink working at the bottom. Contact. Kingsley hard into the wall. Turn around. Southern in front of half the field.
I'll tell you, the move right there was the 18 of Sean Beardsley as he nearly hit Jim Southern head on. We look back at the accident scene. It looks like we got Ryan. Is that Ryan Halliday?
It looks like Ryan Halliday on top of Shane Tenase, who showed up late tonight. Had to start at the back of the field, and that is not the way he wanted to start his night, showing up late and then being that far back in the first lap, involved in an accident.
A.J. Kingsley along the outside of the wall. Shane Tenase and Ryan Halliday down there. Got another car. Dave Talbot down low.
Bodie Bellinger having some rear end damage on his 18 machine.
That was a wild one. Wow.
And I thought Jim Southern, he turned around on the backstretch, but luckily the drivers were on top of it.
Stack the other two cars.
looks like he just tried to make some room where there wasn't one off of 2, and unfortunate break for both drivers.
Again, you saw Bodie Bellinger. I didn't see Bodie.
Yeah, Bodie Bellinger had some right rear damage. It might have been cosmetic as the crew is looking at the rear end. He's up high. You might be able to see it if you're in the stands, right next to Jimmy Phelps' modified.
28, and then we've got Alan Fink at 28. Tim Sears Jr. is number 3. The R19 of Dale Caswell. Robbie Bellinger and or Bodie Bellinger, excuse me. Here goes Jim Southern back, so we didn't lose as many as we thought we did. Adam, here we go.
Green flag back underway. Parkhurst will lead him to the green off of turn number 4. Alan Fink wheel to wheel with Tim Sears Jr. off of turn number 1.
Now Alan Fink knows his way around here. He's won himself a handful of late model races. Right now he's trying to show Parkhurst the way around as he swings to the outside. Through the turn they come off of turn number 4. Who's it going to be? Whoosh! He's got it at the start-finish line.
Fink with some bite on that top side takes the lead. And Tim Sears Jr. following suit right behind him, trying to take that second spot away from Parkhurst, and he does off the backstretch.
Hoyt and Bellinger get together off of 2. They bog out and they make contact, but they keep going in the right direction.
Fink continuing to lead the way up front. Tim Sears looking in on the bottom now. Down the backstretch. Fink with a nose lead as they go into 3, side by side. Sears diving to the bottom.
Here they are, side by side off the turn. Who's it going to be at the line? It's a dead heat at the line. Alan Fink by just a little bit, but Sears has got it in turn number 1. Here comes Fink right back at him. Side by side they go again. Great battle for the lead. Dale Caswell is starting to make his presence known. He's moving up.
Sparks out of the 38 of Parkhurst car. Looks like Caswell looking on the bottom off of 4. Meanwhile, still side by side. And the stretch that time, I couldn't tell who led that lap. Fink by a nose. Here he comes back now on the high side, down the backstretch.
Wheel to wheel racing. This is the first of 7 features. It only gets better. Coming off the 4th turn, here they are. Who's it going to be? I don't think the scoreboard can even read that one. It was a dead heat at the line.
I think Fink again by a nose. He's working that high side. Really likes the top side of the racetrack. Sears on the bottom. Fink with a good one off of 3. Here they come out of 4.
I'll tell you, these guys are really battling it out. You'd swear there's $10,000 on the line, and there isn't. Down the turn they go. It's going to be Tim Sears Jr. with the advantage. But here comes Alan Fink. Oh, this is great.
This is unbelievable racing. Fink now again on the high side off of 4. Sears gets a good right off the bottom. Sears leads that lap, but here comes Fink right back on the top.
Look at 3rd. Caswell side by side with Parkhurst. He's off. He gets through there. Now he's going to got a clear sign ahead of the leaders. Southern, the jam car. Hang on. What's going to happen? High, low, in between, in the middle.
This lap car might decide the feature. Sears hooking down now on the bottom. Fink again on the high side. Moves into the 2nd spot. How will they work around the lap traffic now? Sears moves. Southern up to the high side. Look at Fink down the bottom off of 4.
Oh, Southern on the shape. That rolls down the Caswell R19. Dale looks to the outside. Swings around the 43.
Sears leading off of turn number 2. Fink's got a strong car on the high side. Watch for him to come back. And we're still not done with lap traffic as they come off of turn number 4. Halfway to go. Trouble in turn number 3. Southern's around.
Woohoo. Yellow, yellow, yellow as the scores are yelling to the star drivers through the radio and way radio. And we're going to roll them down, and Jim Southern will pick it up, clear racetrack ahead. But a little bit older than he is, but Alan also a very capable driver, has been successful in late models and in the sportsman just as well. Here we go.
Green flag is out. We're back underway here at the high bank. Sears leads them to the green.
Sean Beardsley starting to move his way up to the field. He tries to get up in the 4th spot as he works underneath Parkhurst. Off of turn number 2, the 18 moves up into the 4th position. Caswell, Fink in pursuit of Tim Sears Jr. Oh, little contact there. Caswell gets out of shape. And Tim Sears in trouble.
Looks like Sears got hung up on the bottom, and Fink capitalized on that one. Is still trouble as Sears slow in turn number 4. I think he'll pull it pit side. That gives the lead to Fink.
Fink's first. Parkhurst now finds himself a second through that jumble. He was able to get through and go from like 5th to 2nd.
Fink now working the bottom side. Parkhurst trying to catch him. Dale Caswell, a veteran of the Napa Late Models, in the third spot. Does he have enough time to get to the front?
Back and forth is Bodie Bellinger. Fifth is Sean Beardsley. Sixth is Gus Schmidt. Seventh is Steve Coit. Eighth is Scott Fowler. Ninth is Dave Talbot. Mike Vaughn rounds out the top 10. Ryan Halliday and Jim Souther round out the field, and Jim Souther rounds out the car.
Southern around, yellow flags out.
Six laps to go in this one. Tough break for Tim Sears Jr. You can tell that car between 3 and 4 just started to slow down dramatically, and then they jammed up behind him. Credit.
Lights on tap next. Pace lights are off. We're going to go green out of turn number 3.
Parkhurst gets a jump on it, gets at the barrel, and gets a car length lead over Fink. But Fink is even up as they come out of turn number 4. Jason Parkhurst will lead down the front straightaway. Alan Fink dives it into the turn. And Parkhurst right back. Caswell knocked all the way. Bodie Bellinger on the shape, looked at the infield, but kept it going in the right direction.
Yellow. Looks like Parkhurst was a little too eager. All out of turn number 3, and we're going to redo that one.
A little? We'll probably have it again. Here we go. Green is out. Let's do it.
That time they're clean and green, and Fink will take the lead down at turn number 1.
Bodie Bellinger up the 4th. Beardsley right behind him in the heavy hauler, hauling up through the field. He's in 6th. It's a good battle for the lead and a good battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. They dive in between 3 and 4. Oh, Beardsley got in there a little bit hotter. They took the nose off of Bellinger.
Bellinger could have turned him around, decided to tap the brake, and then cost him. Look at Caswell on the inside, looking to the back bumper of Alan Fink.
You know, when it all comes out in the wash, it always seems to be Alan Fink and Dale Caswell. I don't care how you put in the mix, it always comes out that way.
Fink will lead him into turn number 1 on the bottom, bobbles out of 2, and look at the rocket R19 machine, Caswell to the lead.
Well, Fink comes right back at him, and I'll tell you, Parkhurst could win this race. 3rd. Here they come down the front straightaway. It's going to be Caswell leading in lap number 17.
Fink not giving up. He moves his car to the high side off of turn number 4. Couldn't get it done there, but watch him out of turn number 3. Pulls it even with the Caswell R19 off of 4.
Oh, I'll tell you, 2 laps to go. And earlier in the race, it was Alan Fink and Timmy Sears Jr. Now it's Alan Fink and Dale Caswell. 2 KG veterans down the back straightaway.
Field pretty much straight line, but the battle up front is for the lead. The white flag is out there, wheel to wheel at the stripe.
1 lap to go. Who's it going to be? Alan Fink on the top side. Dale Caswell down low. Force a habit. Here we go again.
Coming to the checkered flag. Who's it going to be off of turn number 4? Side by side at the line. Fink gets it.
Alan Fink gets the win over Dale Caswell. Jason Parkhurst comes home 3rd. Beardsley 4th, and Bellinger rounds out the top 5, followed by Schmidt, Coit, Fowler, Talbot, Vaughn, and Halliday. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. A great feature event for Dale Caswell and for winner Alan Fink. Wow. That's just the first feature. Wow.
They're starting right where we left off. And is Joe Isabel out father in the 7J. That is Jeff Isabel. Next row in that number 9 machine, that's Andrew Shardner. Outside of him in that yellow number 7, that's Terry Lapham. Lapham in the 7. Next row, it's going to be the 83 of Nick Graziano. It's the wave lap, ladies and gentlemen. Wave them down to the green. Outside of him is Jim Tuttle in the 59. The 15 of Sterling Miller. The 91 is Zach Babcock, and the 313 of Lane Miller will round out your field. Pace lights off. We're about to go green here at the High Banks. Beaver River Distribution mod lights about to let them loose. Pacing the field in anticipation for that green flag, and it's out. We're underway. And a great jump there by Sam Usborne. Looks like the 11 machine having trouble getting going right in the middle of the field. And looks like the Blackburn number 4 gets turned around as well. He gets it going straight. Tom Walsh started on the pole, and it looks like the left rear of that machine clear off the car.
And Garrett Tuttle will lead the field on the green, as we have not got anything in yet here in this one.
So 20 laps the distance, and
they're together right here.
Green flags out, we're underway. Tuttle on the high side, Usborne on the bottom.
Look at DW with the 811 out in no man's land between 1 and 2. Woo!
He's making up car lengths, and cars in a hurry. Look at that, all the way up to the top 5 before he had to slow down in 4.
Well, Jeff Isabel got by him. That could be tough later on, but DW goes to the middle of the racetrack and splits the Isabels down the back straightaway.
3 wide down the backstretch. Look at the Isabel 7J machine now taking a book out of DW's page, working the high side, moves into the 3rd spot at the stripe.
We got Sterling Miller with a puff of smoke over there in turn number 3, and he's coasting to a stop in turn number 4.
Tough break for Sterling Miller again tonight.
Look out, Sam Usborne going around. Saw a puff of smoke going right where that barrel is going into turn number 3. A big puff of white smoke. If you look at the Sterling Miller car right now, a lot of smoke coming out of that car. So, there's an old saying, they run best before they blow, and hopefully that didn't happen in this case. But he's been running great the last all kinds of them. They reproduce like rabbits in the
the Isabel Posse.
Isabel Posse, huh?
Green flag back out off of 3. We're underway.
There's a video I'd pay to see. Here we go down the front straightaway. It's still going to be Isabel getting around Garrett as he goes into the first turn. Meanwhile, everyone goes in the right direction as they go in between 1 and 2. Joe Isabel, 6J starting to move. Whoa! We had Jeff Isabel Jr. in trouble as he did a wheelie out of turn number 2 on the 42.
Look at Williams on the bottom, shuffles to the top side of the racetrack, trying the slide job, but Jeff Isabel having none of that as Williams now completes the pass off of turn number 2.
This is a super speedway for Mod Lights. This is a big track for them compared to the D-shaped Dirt Demon. And Doug Williams really gets around here. Here keep trying Joe Isabel as he's back and forth, trying to work on Garrett Tuttle down the front straightaway, slips to the outside, tries to move up into the top 3. Lowell's there, back in the 5th spot. 6th is the 06 of Mike Mullen. 7 is Sam Usborne. 8 is Gary Jeffries. 9th is Jeff Blackburn. And 10th is Andrew Shartner.
The first week got Tuttle in trouble. Zare around. Usborne around, and Blackburn seems to got the front of the Zare 29 machine.
Now the yellow coming out, and we've got Garrett Tuttle, the rookie, Lowell Zare, and Jeff Blackburn all together down here in turn number 3. I'm not sure Lowell Zare got into a real heavy. I think he was able to break it fast enough to minimize the contact. There's some problems in the front end. Might have.
Looks like the right front is not proportional.
So if you're only 4 inches off the ground and you hit that, it's still pretty good. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, DW just said goodbye so long and just took off. And Joe Isabel is now rallying up. Here comes Mike Mullen with the 06.
Isabel unconventionally slow there on the restart as he works the bottom. Mullen on the top side takes the 2nd spot away, but DW checked out up in front.
Oh, in the back of the field, the 313 having some problems. The Backlund shuffled backwards. Meanwhile, Isabel shut the door, and Mike Mullen coming out of the 4th turn. Andrew Shartner making some moves to number 9. He's up into the top 5.
Right now, they're all chasing the 811 of Doug Williams up in front. Jeff Isabel trying to make some moves in that 2nd spot. Mullen in 3rd. Joe in 4th. And Andrew Shartner having a good run, only his 2nd time in the race car since coming back from college.
Jeff Isabel Jr., Gary Jeffries, and Terry Lapham all battling for 6th, 7th, and 8th. 9th is going to be Clay Brewer, and Sam Usborne rounds out the top 10. Lowell's there in 11th as he's trying to work his way up from the back of the field after that wreck a couple of laps ago.
Jeff Isabel Jr. made the 3-wide move stick there on the bottom. Gary Jeffries on the high side taking it away from Terry Lapham there off of 2.
Well, Jeff Isabel Sr. not going away as he's within striking distance of the leader. I thought DW was going to run away and hide here, Adam, but not the case right now.
No, he's working the high side there, but the Isabel 7J catching him, and Mike Mullen having a great run for him in that third spot.
Mike Mullen, best run he's had all year, either here or at the Brewer Speedway, solidly in third. He had second one, they spun out in the last lap, and half the field also crashed out at the end. Remember that night? Off of two we go. Isabel was in striking distance, looking at DW. Back in third, you've got the 06 trying to hold off Joe Isabel as he's working the low side, and that number 6J.
Halfway to go. Lap number 11 out of this 20-lap feature. Zach Babcock slow on the backstretch. That'll affect the leaders. How can Doug Williams get around him with Jeff Isabel hot on his trails? Looks like DW has no problem.
Well, Zach holding his line, which is what it's all about for a young driver. I think he is 15 years old, getting his feet wet in this division. Meanwhile, now they're going to come up to the back end of Mullen. Mullen had to take the nose off of Isabel as they came out of turn number 2.
Chopped them off of 2. Here comes Mullen around the lap car. Up front, Doug Williams having no problems, but Jeff Isabel just gets closer to him in turns number 1 and 2, but it seems like Williams gets a good run off of 3 and 4.
Williams has gotten stronger the last 2 or 3 laps as he's able to put some distance between himself, a lot of distance between himself and in second place, Jeff Isabel. Down the front straightaway, he's got nearly half a straightaway lead over second place. Mullen in third, Isabel, Joe Fort, and Andrew Sharker rounds up the top 5.
Battle between Clayton Brewer and Lowell there for position as they dive into turn number 1. Brewer on the high side. Zare still working that bottom, trying to recover from that crash in turn 4.
Well, maybe he'll get up in the top 10 here as he works down the back straightaway, but up front is DW. Doug Williams doing it again, gets around Graziano down the back straightaway, puts him down the lap.
The biggest battle on the racetrack is for that 3rd and 4th spot.
Well, Mullen looks like he's making up some ground on Jeff Isabel, isn't he?
Yeah, Mullen's coming in a hurry, but Joe Isabel right on the back bumper of Mullen as they dive into 1. Isabel hooks that right rear off the turn number 2, takes that 3rd spot away, down the backstretch. Mullen coming right back in 3.
Good run going here. They're closing in on Jeff. Meanwhile, Doug Williams is having a serious cruise out here.
It's pretty much checked out from the rest of the field. 17 laps down.
Second place, look at this down the backstretch. Isabel, Joe on the top side, Dad down below, and Joe is up to second. And here comes Mike Mullen around Jeff Isabel Sr. Looked like Jeff was having problems about 4 or 5 laps ago, Adam, and he's starting to fade just a little bit.
Joe took 3rd spot on the bottom. He just took 2nd spot on the top side as Doug Williams still working his way around that lap traffic. Out clearly in front right now. Battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th as Mullen and Isabel make contact for the 3rd and 4th spot. White flag is out. Looks like Doug Williams is going to win this one, but the battle for 3rd and 4th. Mullen looking to the bottom now. Checkers are out. Doug Williams coming off of turn number 4 picks up the feature win. 2nd spot goes to Joe Isabel. 3rd spot is Jeff Isabel nips Mike Mullen at the line for the 3rd spot as they make contact in turn 1. As Doug Williams picks up the feature win, Joe Isabel in 2nd. 3rd place goes to Andrew Chardner. 4th spot goes to the 7 of Jeff Isabel, and Mike Mullen rounds out your top 5. While he's 2 in a row at the High Banks, or 2 feature wins at the Brewer Speedway, makes it 3 in a row here at the Fulton Speedway here tonight. Doug Williams picking up the win. On Syracuse Hauler night at the races as Doug Williams hops out of his 811 machine. Bill, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, yet another victory for Doug Williams as he comes around. DW comes home with another one. Doug, it looked tough early, and then you made it look easy.
Yeah, the car would come to me. It was pretty fast. Lap traffic. That was a little hairy, but it was fun. This track's, man, I hate rain, but when we can race on conditions like this, as smooth it is and fast it is, this car likes that.
Well, it sure did like it. It looked a little bit like you were slowing down there for a while, but it seemed like the car got quicker the longer it went.
Is that what it is? The slower, sometimes slow is fast?
That's true. He didn't, but I'll be honest with you, you never look slow tonight.
Yeah, this is a family show. I wouldn't tell you what she tells me all the time. But
How about sponsor-wise?
Dig Safely New York, commercial roofing. Kenny, thank you so much. Outdoor Power, Johnny Giamartino. Go to Fleet Pride. Who else have I got? Oh, Raymore Chevrolet, and of course my wonderful family.
I tell you, you're having a great season.
Starting out rough, but yeah, it's turned around. It makes you feel a lot better.
Syracuse Holler Night, put your hands together for our first feature, or second feature winner, Doug Williams. Waiting for Alan Fink to get down here, and Alan, of course, the winner of the Napa Late Model feature event here on Syracuse Hollers Night.
Bill Alan Fink is making his way down to victory lane in that 28 Star Machine, the winner of the first feature here tonight. Going to make his way down the pit ramp to victory lane just a moment.
What we've been doing this year is sort of consolidating our victory lanes in case like the weather gets bad on us, and so we're consolidating them. And tonight we're going to do the modifieds and late models together. And then we'll follow it up with a single modified victory lane. Then we'll do all the other features together at the end of the night. You'll probably see them on the highway. Well, we'll see them at the races tonight as they're sponsoring the action here at the Fulton Speedway. Doug Williams, ladies and gentlemen, dig safely, call 811. Before you dig, call 811. Along with the Roush Yates crate engine underneath the hood of this late model. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please, Syracuse Holler Night, our late model feature event. Put your hands together for Alan Fink. Alan, I'll tell you, tonight, early in the race, it was Timmy Sears Jr. that thought when he went away, you'd be okay. Dale Caswell got involved. It was just a heck of a race.
Yeah, that was awesome. Man, I don't know. I thought once Caswell got there, just race it for second. But watched Willie Decker last night, so I set up on the top and let it ride.
Well, you have a lot of racing side by side. You must have a lot of trust in each other out there.
Yeah, we pretty much know what's going to happen with those guys, and we stayed clean, and I was fortunate to come out on top.
Thought the key was going to be lap traffic. There were a couple of slower cars that present a little obstacle for you.
Yeah, but we figure out what's going to happen. So either way,
another win, another victory. Whether it's a late model or a sportsman, you seem to be able to get them around this racetrack. How was the surface tonight?
Racetrack's pretty good. This is the first win that I've ever won anything here besides Demolition Derby, so it's pretty awesome.
Okay, well, how about your sponsors?
I think Ernie Christen's Sons, CME, LJL, P&M Mobile, Gary and Marla, Ron Allen Pool Service, Jenny Shear Image, Jay's Auto, Epidemic Motorsports, Earl Rudy Racing, Slice and Go, my dad, all the family, grandparents, everybody that helps out.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Fink, put your hands together one more time on Syracuse Hollers Night for Alan. A nail-biting win in tonight's feature event as we kicked off our 7-feature show. Modifieds getting ready to rock and roll down the ramp for you. 35 laps of racing action coming your way in the modified division on Syracuse Hollers Night.
Yes. Thank you very much, Bill Foley. Run down the running order of both features here tonight. Alan Fink picks up the feature win in the Napa Late Models. Dale Caswell finished second. The differential point 0.44, the difference at the start-finish line. Jason Parkhurst finished third. Sean Beersley fourth. Bodie Bellinger fifth. Gus Schmidt finished sixth. Stephen Coyton seventh. Scott Fowler in eighth. 10th went to Dave Talbot. 9th went to Dave Talbot. 10th went to Mike Vaughn. 11th, Ryan Halliday. 12th, Tim Sears Jr. Jim Southern, A.J. Kingsley, and Shane Tenay.
Our pace car. Through the turns, ladies and gentlemen, big block modifieds. Put your hands in the air. It's showtime. It's time to get the thunder rolling. It's time to go racing big block style. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, the best in Central New York. Some of the top around, and we're going to have a great feature for you tonight here at the Fulton Speedway. And getting set to go. The pace car getting that drop off down the back straightaway. Ron DeUlio will make that left-hand turn. It'll be wide open racetrack for Chris Heil and Dale Plank. But benefit from the great start tonight by the bad finish than the last time we raced here at the Speedway.
And the level of competition here at the High Banks, there really is no bad finish.
Well, they fooled me. They said it was the wave lap, but we had a problem. We thought we had debris on the track, and they held me up just a little bit. So it's going to be Chris Heil, Dale Plank, Pete Taylor with Chad Phelps, Tommy Sears. His dancing partner is Matt Fink. Got Larry White and Ryan Phelps, Mike Bowman, Willie Decker, Trexler, Jimmy Phelps, Alan Johnson, Billy Decker, Pat Ward, Casey Williams, Dan Varder, Mike Mahaney, Jimmy Whitco, Joe August, and Russ Zimmerman. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of night again. Time to get the thunder rolling. Time for my three favorite words in racing. Let's go racing!
The natural Dale Plank wasting no time there on the top side. He'll take the lead off of turn number 2. Heil bobbles out of turn number 2. Meanwhile, middle of the field, look at Larry White making moves on the bottom.
Larry White stuck his nose where no man dares to go, and it worked for him. He got by 3 cars down the front straightaway. He moves into the top 5. They got to move Dale Plank and say so long goodbye unless they get moving and get moving quick.
Look at Larry White moves his Gypsum Express ride now to the 4th spot.
Down the front straightaway we go. Pete Taylor back in third. Chris Heil in second. And Larry White, a man on a mission. Chad Phelps rounds on the top 5, and everyone looking for a racer. Whoa, Mike Bowman slides up the racetrack. And Willie Decker and Jimmy Phelps trying to get by him down the back straight, going into 3.
Phelps on the bottom. Looks like Bowman having some trouble out of 4. And that 16 machine opened the door for Decker to get by him out of 4.
Well, down the front straightaway, the tail enders go. And on the back straightaway, Pete Taylor tries to hold off a hard-charging Larry White. Larry dives low off of turn number 4. Can't get by him that time, but he'll try again next lap. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Dale Plank has himself a straightaway lead down the backstretch.
Look at Willie Decker on the bottom. Ryan Phelps on the high side. They're jockeying for position. Phelps on the high side off of turn number 4. Fink on the bottom of that 15 machine. Willie Decker and Phelps on a mission to the front.
Well, Tommy Sears is coming out. He's up in the top 5. He's putting the lead on Pete Taylor and Larry White. Larry White having all kinds of difficulty getting by Pistol Pete as he comes off before they nearly touch, and Larry's got himself 3rd place.
Just a little kiss off the front end of the Pistol Pete machine. Now Lightning Larry sets his sight on Rob Heil. Chris Heil in the number 5 H machine coming off of turn number 4.
Coming down to complete lap number 7. And it's still Dale Plank by a farmer's cornfield as he takes it down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. And Heil sits in second.
Jimmy Phelps off the back stretch. Side by side with Willie Decker off of 4. Ryan Phelps doing battle with Chad Phelps. It's the Phelps game. Off into turn number 1. Ryan looks to have the move on the bottom, but here comes Chad right back on the top side.
6th place on back to about 13th or 14th is a crapshoot right now. As Ryan Phelps, Chad Phelps, Willie Decker, Jimmy Phelps, Billy Decker, Pat Fink, Mike Bowman, Pat Ward, and Alan Johnson are all duking it out 3 wide off the second turn as Phelps, Jimmy nearly made contact with Decker Willie.
Just a whole gaggle of cars coming off of turn number 4. They're all looking for some running room. Chad Phelps back bumper at the front end of Willie Decker. Decker tries to split him off of turn number 2. 3 wide. Phelps on the bottom now. They'll try to take the spot away from Decker.
10 laps in, it's Dale Plank in first. Second is Chris Heil. Third, Larry White. Fourth, Tommy Sears. Fifth, Pete Taylor. Sixth, Ryan Phelps. Seventh, Jimmy Phelps. Eighth, Chad Phelps. Ninth, Willie Decker. 10th, Billy Decker. 11th, Mike Bowman. 12th, Pat Ford. 13th is Matt Fink. 14th is Alan Johnson. 15th is Dan Barter. 16th is Billy Trexler. 17th is Jimmy Whitco. 18th is Casey Williams. And that's it in the lead lap.
Decker trying to get by Chad Phelps now on the bottom off of turn number 2. He makes the move. Now sets his sight on Willie Decker.
Larry White has gone to second place. He stormed around the 5-8 as they came down the front straightaway. But he's got himself a lot of ground to make up on the leader as Dale Plank crosses the finish line now. And meanwhile, Larry is between 3 and 4.
Trouble as Chad Phelps around in turn number 2. That's going to roll the field up. Something that Dale Plank did not want to see.
Larry White has been fast, no doubt about that. Larry is just cruising up, but that deficit was huge between himself and the leader, Dale Plank. Chad Phelps running up there in the top 10 will get turned around and pick up at the back of the field.
And Dale Plank had about a straightaway lead, and Larry White looks like one of the fastest cars on.
Field set, 13 laps into this 35-lap Syracuse Hours feature event. Dale night, so you handicap him in, he gets up on the pole for tonight. So right now, Larry White trying to get the business done out there.
And a lot of good competitors mid-pack right now that could make their way to the front.
22 laps to go in this one. Long way to go. Competitive field out here once again. Naked on it. Go with the green.
And coming to the green down the front stretch. Plank will lead him. White getting a good run off the front stretch. He'll look to the high side now. Coming off at turn number 2. Lightning Larry blows by Plank down the back stretch.
Larry White stormed by Dale Plank, but Plank trying to come right back at him. Larry off the third. He's got the lead. Here on lap number 14.
Larry looking really fast here tonight on that high side. He'll take the lead down the back stretch. Plank in second, Sears in third. Heil in a fourth spot, and now Ryan Phelps in that top 5.
Now they're all scrambling back in the field looking for racing over, but Larry White is trying to run away high, but he's got 20 laps to go. Still a long way to go. Tommy Sears Jr. back in third, fourth is Chris Heil. Good run for him. And then the Rocket rounds out the top 5. Here goes Willie Decker, last night's feature winner up to 6. 7, Jimmy Phelps, 8, Pete Taylor, 9, Billy Decker, 10, Pat Ward, and Alan Johnson doing battle.
Battle in the middle of the pack right now. Pat Ward looking to the bottom. Billy Decker on the high side. They set their sights on Pistol Pete Taylor. Decker still again now on the high side, looking to get by him.
Now everybody looking for a racing road, trying to iron out. We've got Mike Mahaney going pit side with the Dave Riley number 4. However, right now, Larry White looks like Dale Plank broke 10 laps ago with a big lead coming off the turn.
Halfway to go in this 35-lap feature.
18 up there at the halfway point. Larry White, Dale Plank, and Tommy Sears, along with Chris Heil, having good runs. Chris Heil, a solid run for him in fourth place as he brings it off the turn, trying to close in on the 62S.
Randall on the racetrack right now. Ryan Phelps and Willie Decker. Behind him is Jimmy Phelps trying to make a move. But Willie Decker stays in front of him down the backstretch.
Who's it going to be? Got to come up in traffic eventually. When they hit traffic, that's a great equalizer. But if Larry has too much of a lead, it may not need that much after all. 15 laps to go. 20 in. 15 to go.
Lightning Larry leading it up front, heading on into lap traffic now. Will that slow him down and give Dale Plank any room to run here? Battle off at turn number 2 to Phelps. Jimmy on the bottom trying to get past Ryan now for the pit spot.
Larry White looking for his first Fulton feature. And he's in cruise control right now. Look at this battle between Ryan Phelps and Billy Decker and Jimmy Phelps back in the field. 6th, 7th, and 8th at stake right there.
Lightning Larry continuing to lead the way now. Comes up on the lap traffic at Chad Phelps. Dale Plank moves his lane to the bottom now off the backstretch.
Now off the turn, they're going to hit traffic in just a moment. Dale Plank is closed in. We're going to have a shootout, Fulton, with 12, making 11 laps to go.
White has to move to the bottom now off at turn number 2. Clears the lap car. He's still got another one in front of him. Dale Plank dives to the bottom off at turn number 3.
Dale Plank is within striking distance. Could ruin Larry's night if things don't work out. Russ Zimmerman right in front of Larry as he dives under him. Zimmerman scoots up the racetrack. Clear racetrack ahead now for your leader as he goes down the next one there. Dale Plank dives under Zimmerman. He becomes a contender as he moves to the low side.
Dale Plank on the bottom now. Gets a one off at turn number 4. Lightning Larry leads the way now on the top side. Plank on the bottom side off the 2. Larry gets a good run off the turn number 2 down the backstretch.
Well, there's Dale Plank shooting for the hole in turn 3. He couldn't do it. I'll tell you, these 4-lap cars in front of him couldn't decide the race if they could get to them. Oh, Dale Plank's got the lead. Can Larry come back at him over 2? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Here he goes again.
Larry White getting a good run off the corner. Plank seems to get in a little better on the bottom, but look at White get a run off the corner. He'll lead that lap. Plank now diving back to the bottom going into 1.
Sears, Jimmy Phelps, and Chris Hyle round out the top 5 while they battle it off for the lead.
And like you said, lap cars could be a factor. Plank has the lead on the bottom, tries to slide up the racetrack. Lightning Larry says, no, sir, I'll lead that lap.
There's no youth or patience on Larry White, and the bet for the natural. Dale Plank has the lead down the back straightaway. And part of the jam car. Which way will they go? Down low. Trixler will stay glued to the bottom of the racetrack. Let's see what that does for Larry White. Down the front straightaway. Barter's going to be between them with 5 laps to go.
Bowder has a pick now, moves to the high side. Lightning Larry on the bottom, but Plank down to the top side. 5 laps to go.
Dale Plank has a renewed rush of adrenaline as he's got himself a 6-car length lead down the front straightaway. Time winding down here. Larry White got caught up in traffic, but Dale Plank just seemed to get quicker as this race wore on. Only 1 yellow flag has marked this event so far. Off the turns they come. Dale Plank will see 32 from the scoreboard with 3 laps to go. Larry White settles into second. Third place, Tommy Sears trying to hold off Jimmy Phelps. Jimmy Phelps dives under him, but Sears comes right back at him. Back in 5th is Billy Decker. 6th, Pat Ward. 7th, Chris Hyle. 8th, Willie Decker. 9th, Ryan Phelps. And 10th is Alan Johnson. 2 lap cars between the leader and Larry White as they go down the back straightaway. White flag ready to fly. Dale Plank looking for a win here at the Fulton Speedway as he brings it on down the line of his first win of the year. If he can pull it off here, picked up a win earlier this year over at the D-shaped 13th. Down the back straightaway, a half a lap away from victory for the natural. Dale Plank in the twin lead, number 77 coming down. He gets the win. Larry comes home second. Coming home third will be Tommy Sears. 4th, Jimmy Phelps. 5th, Billy Decker. 6th, Pat Ward. 7th will be Chris Hyle. 8th, Willie Decker. 9th, Brian Phelps. 10th will be Alan Johnson. 11th is Taylor Bowman. Follow him across the line, and I'll tell you, that was another outstanding feature event. Larry White and Dale Plank putting on a show for you tonight. That's why we do what we do on Saturday night. We come here to the Fulton Speedway. We promise you, and you got a show. And tonight, that's the way it was here at the Fulton Speedway as Syracuse Haulers brings to you the modified feature winner, Dale Plank, rolling down the ramp, and he will be in victory lane with Adam Buchanan. His first feature of the year here, of course, only our second show. And just because he started on the front row didn't mean it was easy. And Dale Plank will be down there in the Twin Leaf Express with Adam Buchanan. Adam, take it away.
Thank you very much, Bill Foley. What an amazing race here tonight at the Fulton Speedway. Tracy Road Equipment, big block modified action. 35 laps tonight, and they needed all 35 to decide this one. Dale Plank, unbelievable job as he gets unstrapped from his racing machine. Give it up for the natural, ladies and gentlemen, Dale Plank. Still very ginger, recovering from a flip he had in a late model. Picked up the win at the Fulton Speedway earlier in the year, and now at the high banks of the Fulton Speedway. Unbelievable job. First of all, what did you think when that first caution came out?
Well, I saw Larry on the top side, and I went, you know what, I probably should take the top on this restart. And, I had my guy up there in the corner telling me I had a good distance on the bottom there to start with, and if there's anybody that can get around this place on the top, it's definitely Larry White. So I kind of got that when I asked for that one.
Now, a classic battle between the two of you lap after lap. What was the difference?
Basically, he got going there on the top, and the tires get a lot of heat when you're going up there. And I remember myself being up there for so long, and then eventually just the right rear starts getting hot and you just start losing grip. And it was right about time when I started catching them a little bit. I kind of started hitting the bottom down here in 1 and 2 and the middle in 3 and 4 and just hoping it would be enough. And sure enough, I'm pretty sure he overheated his right rear tire, and that allowed us to get back by.
A lot of work in that race car, steam coming off of your head. Who do you want to thank tonight?
Definitely my crew, Kerry Trance for sure for fielding this whole deal. Steve, Rich, Frank, my wife, and just everybody that makes it possible. You can never think of everybody.
Unbelievable job. Your job is not done here tonight. You're going to pick the lucky 50-50 ticket here tonight. And Brooke, happy birthday. How much is the 50-50 here tonight?
$733.
$733. Dale Plank going to pick the winning ticket. And the ticket is a yellow ticket. Congratulations, Dale. Yellow ticket, 885660. 885660. If you have the winning ticket, it is a yellow ticket. Come meet me at the start-finish line. Again, it's a yellow ticket.
So it'll be a lot of money. Adam looks like he's got a winner down there. Adam?
We have a winner. What's your name, sir?
Neil Gosh.
Where are you from?
Cicero.
That's a lot. My neck of the woods. All right. What do you plan on doing with all this money?
Not real sure.
It's good to have it, though, right?
It is. Yes, it is.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go, 50-50 winner, $733 here tonight at the high banks of the Fulton Speedway. We got plenty more action here on tap. The Sportsman up next. Bill, take it away.
Hey, thank you, Adam. And again, happy birthday, Brooke. Hopefully you'll get a tip for that. And happy birthday. So happy birthday to Brooke, 20 years old. Must be nice to be young. Congratulations on our 50-50 winner. Many thanks to all of you who bought 50-50 tickets tonight. Took a chance to win some money, but at the same time helped out our Drivers Point Fund. So, victory lane nearly complete, and we're going to have... Put your hands up in the air as we've got our sportsmen coming down. Put your hands together for the Parkhurst crew, too, for putting that 93 back together for the feature event. Here they come.
He went roly-poly on the front stretch. Good to see that he is A-OK, and he can get back to racing here tonight.
You know, they always say, fall off the horse, get right back on it, and that's what Matt Parkhurst is doing. Glad he's young, because he'd be sore tomorrow if he was my age. Here we go. Let's do it again. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I know now. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We're going to be doing that one again.
The idea is to start side by side. In theory.
And this is not a Delaware start here.
Now, I don't know what a Delaware start is. It just looks funny.
To the green once again.
Well, you sure Josh Blackwell's not going to leave it the green?
Josh Blackwell.
I think both of them will, I hope this time. Otherwise, somebody goes to the back of the field, right?
That is correct.
That's right.
One and only warning, and then from there on you get penalized 2 spots.
Yep. Here we go. Oh, boy, this time Mazurka, well, he sets the pace. He's the pole sitter. Here we go.
Green flag is out as they go into turn number 1. Mazurka takes the lead. Look at Caitlin Kane on the bottom off of turn number 2, taking that 3rd spot, looking for that 2nd spot.
Well, through the turns they go. It's going to be Mazurka leading the way. Oh, contact. Blackwell and Schneider got together between 3 and 4. Squeeze play down the front straightaway. Jordan Bennett nearly got in trouble.
Kane takes the 2nd spot away off of turn number 2. Blackwell right there on her back bumper. They make contact on the back stretch. Blackwell weeble wobbles, but he doesn't fall down or spin out.
Well, that's good. Mazurka, though, he's pulling away as Caitlin Kane sits in 2nd place.
Schneider working that high side. Humphreys on the bottom looking for the 4th spot. Blackwell holds him off that time.
Trouble off of 2.
Hold on. Woo! Boy, that was close. As Billy Clark Jr. got turned around.
I'll tell you, if there were brake lights on these, it'd look like downtown Amsterdam. Wow, they were lit up big time out there. To the back of the field. for contact.
And green flags back out. We're underway.
Let's see what happens this time. They'll bring him down the front straightaway. 2 laps in this 20-lap feature event. Tim Schneider gets around Caitlin Kane. Meanwhile, everyone's shuffling positions behind the leaders.
Good restart for Snyder, working the high line. Now we'll try to get by Mazurka off of turn number 4. Mazurka leads it at the line, but here comes Schneider on the high side off of 1.
Everyone else trying to work up through the field, but Blackwell and Humphreys are running side by side, and they're a chokehold on the rest of the field down the back straightaway. Now they straighten out. That's going to open up the top side for Jordan Bentley. Around, hang on.
Blackwell does the spin cycle. Gardner spins to avoid him, and luckily no further damage done, as that could have been treacherous.
Oh. I'll tell you, we've got some alert drivers tonight, or they're listening to the radio, because it's not that they're being coached by their crews, but whenever something happens, the fellas on the radio up here yell, yellow, 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 and they're catching it tonight. A lot of the drivers have caught these yellow flags real fast. So 3 laps up on the board. I'll tell you what was happening earlier. Whoa. Matt Evans took the front end off of Jordan Bennett. You had Humphreys running side by
there. Yeah, there is something north of Messina. It's called Canada.
Hey, here we go.
Green flag back out. Mazurka leads him to the line, but here comes Schneider again on the high side off of 1.
Now Mazurka's doing everything in his power to make you a liar. Down the back straightaway, it's Mazurka and Schneider doing battle. Caitlin Kane holding off Humphreys, Bennett, and Jeremy Pitcher.
Emmons bobbled in the backstretch. That caused half the field to be bobbled up. They all keep them straight, though, but Emmons having some trouble off at turn number 4.
Well, he's had 4 laps into this one, and it looks like Evans is in trouble. Left rear flat maybe on the 15 tee.
That's what it looks like. Left rear flat from what we can see. Can he hobble it to... Yes, he will.
Well, Humphreys is now moving to 3rd. Caitlin Kane back to 4th. 5th is going to be Bennett. 6th is Pitcher. 7th is Sears. 8th, Bob Bennett. 9th, Aquino. And 10th will be Mike Teachout.
2 by 2 as they come into 4. Caitlin Kane on the bottom. Jordan Bennett on the high side. Kane has Bennett at the line, but here comes Bennett storming right up on the top shelf here off of turn number 2. They pull it even. Bennett now takes the pass away, and we got a slow car. Looks like Andrew Ferguson out of 4.
Now yellow comes out on lap number 6 of this 20-lapper. We're hoping we get this feature done a little bit faster than opening night, as the sportsman had a real rough baptism under fire on the first night of the season. Yeah, see it.
And green flag is back out.
Whoa, Rob Humphreys out of shape by that restart.
Jordan Bennett looking to the bottom of Caitlin Kane off of turn number 1. He'll take the 4th spot away. And Mazurka just shut the door on Schneider.
Here comes Timmy Sears and Jeremy Pitcher as they get high and low on Caitlin Kane. And didn't work for Timmy, but it worked for Jeremy.
Battling from 3rd on back. Here comes Jordan Bennett. Tommy Sears looked like Humphreys tagged the wall on the backstretch.
That car is coming out of turns with a mind of its own, and it's not agreeing with the driver's foot. Here they come off the turn. It's still going to be Humphreys sitting back in the 3 spot, but that car, well, we got one going around Josh Blackwell up here in turn 4.
Looks like something might be amiss on the front end of that machine.
Yeah, he drives away. I saw him go around, just sort of strung by himself from the looks of it. Josh, too, has done a nice job in this car during the off-season. Sharp-looking car. You know, I did have a surprise to him. Well, sounds like I said again, but Greg Mazurka and Tim Schneider lead the field to the green. And I have said it before, and I'll say it again. Here we go. Green means go 6 laps, 8 laps up. And this 20-lap, oops,
trouble in turns 3 and 4, and that's going to be at least a 4-car gaggle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 4, you were right.
At least 4. I thought some of them might be able to pull away, but not the case.
I'll tell you, a guy who's going to help himself tonight when it's all over, if this keeps up, is going to be the Matt Parker's 93, because he's still on the racetrack. He's racing for points this time of year. Flips wildly down the front straightaway. We all thought his night was over. Pat on the back to that team. I would think he'd have to be considered for the Napa Performer of the Week.
Yeah, depending on how this shakes out. Break for Greg Gardner. Looks like Joe Kleins.
Doug Cook. Mike White. Henry DeSormo. Jason Parker. And the green means go. Let's see what happens this time.
The green go stick, they might call it. Mazurka with a good restart there. But Jordan Bennett is coming, and he's coming in a hurry.
Well, there's Jeremy Pitcher. He gets underneath the 85, and Caitlin Kane storms under Humphreys too, and she moves up into the top 5.
Schneider way up the racetrack. Oh, hang on. Nearly kisses the wall off a 4. That cost him a spot.
I'm glad he did. That would have been a mess there. He's in trouble.
Oh, looks like a flat left rear.
So Greg Mazurka looking for his first feature win. As Schneider safely gets off the speedway.
Unfortunate for him, but that gives Mazurka some room to run, but Jordan Bennett trying to track him down.
Well, we're going to see what happens here as they bring it through the turns. Battle for the fourth spot now is going to the outside. It is the 85 of Humphreys. Caitlin Kane down low, and Timmy Sears is sort of blocked in. Can't go high, can't go low unless he wants to go 3 wide. I'm not sure you can do that right now with these.
No log jam. Caitlin Kane doing a good job protecting her line on the bottom, making Humphreys work the long way around the racetrack. She bobbles out of 4, and Sears trying to take her on the bottom.
And I think he did. Go to the turn number 1. Just one little bobble is all it takes in this division. Make a mistake, it's going to cost you. Just slid up the track a little bit on Caitlin. Up front, though, the Mazurka's leading Jordan Bennett. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. Caitlin just got turned around, then she got hit by Mike Pichow.
And then the 33 of Jason Okino having some front end damage as well. Looks like he got piled in on the left front machine of that car.
Well, I don't know. It sure looked like Caitlin got turned around, Adam.
What? Jason Okino sponsored by Easy Go, but the way the car looks right now, I don't think it's going.
He finished 24th.
Big improvement for him if he can hold on, but he's got a hungry pack of drivers chasing him off of turn number 4.
Jordan Bennett, Jeremy Pitcher, Tim Sears Jr., 3 of the best in hot pursuit of Mazurka. 13 out there, 7 more laps to go in this feature event. Then we'll have the 525 Great Open Sportsman feature event of 15 laps in length. Oh, Sears bounces, and he may have some problems.
A bobble, something there, but he keeps it going straight. Jordan Bennett on the high side, Jeremy Pitcher on the bottom, looking to take over that second spot.
Well, Jeremy Pitcher, he is a veteran. Oh, we can contact. Kimbo made contact with the 20 of Sean McCarthy. Got out of shape, but kept going in the right direction. Kimbo trying to rally from the back of the field as he tries to march his way up. 15 laps on the board. We got Evans in trouble again off of 2.
Trying to shake it down. Looks like he's got might have a flat tire on the front end of the 15.
Yeah, I think there's something in the rear end on that one, too. Something looked like it went awry. That back end dropped right down coming off of 2. Mazurka leads it. Jordan Bennett second. Jeremy Pitcher third. Tim Sears Jr. fourth. Rob Humphreys fifth. 6th, Billy Clark. 7th, looks like Greg Carter. 8th is going to be Greg Kimball. 9th will be McCarthy. 10th will be Kimball. Then McCarthy. Then Carter rounds out the top 10.
Mazurka trying to make his car as wide as he can, leading off of turn number 4. Jordan Bennett chasing him. Jeremy Pitcher having a good run now as he looks to the inside of Bennett off of turn number 2. Bennett gets a good run on the top side. He'll keep the second spot. Sears in the 4th spot now, trying to dive underneath the 14 of Pitcher.
Well, Mazurka down the front straightaway, and he's got himself a 4-car length lead with 1 lap to go. Greg Mazurka for 24 2 weeks ago, the first tonight, his first win. I'm not sure he's even won. I'm not sure he's even won before. We're going to find out in a little bit, though.
They're battling behind him, and Mazurka picks up the win.
Second, Bennett, third, Pitcher, fourth, Wilby, Sears, fifth, Humphrey, sixth, Park, seventh, Jewell, eighth, Kimball, ninth, McCarthy, 10th, Carner, 11th, Klein, 12th, DeSwirl, 13th, Fulton, Donnet, and Mike White rounds out the cars on the racetrack. We'll do the interview with Greg Mazurka after the 525 Open Crate Feature event.
So we're gonna go green.
Don't button. Don't button. I'm talking.
Milk, as you would say it.
Here we go. Green means go. 15 laps for our 525 Crate Open Sportsman.
And they let him loose. Here comes Larry White in the lead. Look at Mike Button. Trouble. As Heath Carney got a little slideways, able to keep it straight going to turn number 3.
A little slideways. Holy shoot. Down the front door, Mike Button has his sights set on your leader. Larry White.
Diving into turn number 3. Here's the wild man, Roy Bresnahan, trying to track down Button in that second spot.
Well, maybe he will, as he won the opening night, and they got the 525. The two 525 Crate engines are first and second right now, if my sources are correct.
That is correct.
Okay. In other words, our open sportsman, man, I'll tell you, Stephen Denton's car does not want to exit turns. It is possessed. Look at that car.
Yep.
Look at that. Whoa. Larry White, again, with the lead down the front straightaway. Bresnahan right there in second. Butt third. Carney, and then Denton, the 5 cars out on the racetrack.
Heath Carney in that 4th spot trying to track down Button. Now, off of turn number 2, Button got a good run there off of turn number 2. Here he comes now to turn numbers 3 and 4. Button gets a good run there. Currently sitting in that 3rd spot.
Now down the back straightaway they go. 99L and 02 lead the parade. We got a car spinning out here. That is the 44 of Stephen Denton. Could bring out the yellow. It will bring out the yellow. Denton, an open sportsman driver from Sequoia. Sportsman in Team Modifieds also last year? Yeah, he's been with us before.
Green flag back out. Lightning Larry leading up to the green, but Roy Bresnahan says, excuse me, pardon me. I'll take it out at 2.
I wonder if Larry wants to get a win after what happened in the modified feature tonight. There comes Roy. He won last time. I saw this car run at Fonda earlier this season against Big Blocks, and it put on a heck of a show. It finished in the top 10, maybe I think 7th, wasn't it? 7th place, I think.
Yeah, and he won at Can-Am and the Crate 525 as well, Lightning Larry did.
Yeah, but started 27th in a big block race at the Ice Jam and finished 7th place. I think
trouble for Denton.
Well, Denton's been having one of those nights to forget. He's going to go home and put his car out the graze tonight. He can put it in the garage, you know? 9 laps up on the board. Going to be a 15-lap feature event. Larry White leading the way, and Adam will take you home.
Yep. Larry White working it off of, it looked like something fell off of Denton's car right on the front stretch. That can't be good. And Stephen Denton pulls her green out of turn number 3 at the barrel. Green flags out. We're back underway. Lightning Larry on the bottom. Wild man Roy Bresnahan trying to make a move. As Mike Button pulls off. Trouble for Heath Carney, that is. And he pulls into the infield. Meanwhile, up front, Bresnahan looking to the top side on White. White leads that lap, but the Wildman up on the top side. Bresnahan passes Larry on the backstretch, but here comes White back on the bottom, but no, Bresnahan leads that lap, 12 laps down this 15-lap feature event. White almost loses it off of 2, keeps it going in the right direction, but lost some time to the leader. RJ Excavation 02 machine looking very fast there on the top side. It's more trouble for the 44 machine. White flag is out. Bresnahan looking for the win. White driving the wheels off that race car up the top side, now down the backstretch. White flag is out. And Bresnahan picks up the win. Larry White in second. Third goes to Mike Button. And fourth goes to the 44 machine of Stephen Denton. Bill Fulton.
Class is Roy Bresnahan, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Roy. Got Roy coming around, and Roy, Syracuse Hallers night, you got yourself your second feature win. How does this compare to a big block modified? You've run them both.
Yeah, this car is real smooth. It's got good power. I'm pretty happy with it. I got to thank LJL, John Lord, Larry White, all the guys back to the shop, Scott, Josh. They've been doing a lot of wrenching on it. I'm still learning myself, But I didn't have enough stagger early in that race. That tire come up and it seemed like I could get around Larry, so I don't have to listen to him bust on me anymore.
Larry, I don't know. You might give that one to me, but I'm going to ask him as soon as I get in there.
Larry gave you a good battle, though. It was a good show.
I didn't think I was going to catch him.
Congratulations. And got a full here. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for good place for Roy Bresnahan. Ladies and gentlemen, his first feature at the Fulton Speedway, Greg Majivka. And Greg, great run. 24th place on opening night to first place tonight.
That's not too awful bad. I can get used to this pretty quick. So.
How about tonight? What's the difference? You ran a great race. Car ran well.
Well, starting up front's a big help. But the guys have been tuning in the car for about a week. Had a couple weeks off of the weather there. A few races off. I don't know. Troy car came forward and did a great job, and my crew did it for me. So.
You've been here a couple times in the past. Not a regular, but you're going to be a regular this year with us?
Oh, yeah. We'll be here pretty much full year. So.
Pretty good ride for you to get here, isn't it?
About a little over 2 hours.
Well, congratulations. How's it feel to get that win here at the Fulton Speedway?
I'm getting to love this.
You're getting to love this. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Greg Majivka.
And we're not done with the racing action. We got novice sportsmen next on tap. And then the fan favorite gladiators will take to the surface here on Syracuse Haulers Night. We want to thank them for sponsoring tonight's event. Is Tony Finch II, and the 117 is CJ Castelletti and an 03 Big Nell.
Boy, we have some new names in this class, huh?
Green flag is out. We're underway. They barrel into turn number 2 on the high side. Sean Summers gets a good run.
Jim Graham on the low side coming back off a heavily damaged race car on opening night. He's got the lead on lap number 1.
Good to see him back in his car in one piece as Sean Summers washes up the top side of the racetrack, and Kyle Dimitro says, I'll take the bottom.
Well, 24 moving out fast. That's Scott Ford, right?
Yep, Ford in the 24.
Tony Finch II from the Finch Racing family. Tony and Colleen
some of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet. Jim Graham leads it down the front straightaway. Dimitro looking for his second win with more than one other car on the racetrack.
Lap 3 down a lap. 15 laps. The distance.
Ooh, Dimitro wanted to get a little hot going to the turn there, but he's closing in on Jim Graham. For a guy who's never sat in a race car until 2 weeks ago, he isn't doing too bad right now.
Yeah, looks pretty good out there, and he makes a run off of turn number 2, has the back bumper of Graham in his sights as they head into 3.
He's on a steady line. He's staying right in one spot all the way around the racetrack. He's found the spot that he likes, and he's staying right there. He's not, I take that back. He just went away from it. Don't think that was planned, though.
Nope, brings it, pulls it back in to the second spot.
06 trying to close in. Tony Finch, the second, trying to work on the back end of the 24 Ford. Now looks to the inside. Bottom opens up. Don't know if he'll have enough to get through. He's trying down the front straightaway.
Looks like he has it off of turn number 1. He'll inherit the fourth spot, but Ford coming right back on the bottom of 2.
Graham's in trouble in the backstretch.
It's not good.
Oh, picking up again, though, isn't he?
As he'll pull it into the pit stop break for Jim Graham. As Kyle Dimitro looking for his second feature victory of the season. Sean Summers finished second last week. He has other ideas.
Well, Dimitro up there in front, Summers right there, and Tony Finch is closing in, back there in the 3 spot.
3-car battle up front. Dimitro still leading the way.
Well, 9 laps up on the board in our novice sport, E&V Energy Novice Sportsman Division. Tony Finch sticks a nose underneath the Summers 34. He's up to second.
Nifty move right there by Finch to get by him.
Impressive. Tony Finch the second coming out of the box, doing a nice job down the back straightaway, working on the previous feature winner. He's really solid going into the turns. And this car is just staying connected on the bottom side of the racetrack, and Finch takes the lead at lap number 10.
Slides up, takes the lane away from Dimitro, and inherits the lead, looking really fast there on the backstretch.
Well, I'll tell you, this is impressive. Tony Finch, a new name in the lineup tonight in the Novice Sportsman, and worked his way up through the field as drove a real steady race, and 12 laps up on the board with 3 more to go.
And Tony Finch leading it with 2 to go.
So Tony Finch with the advantage down through the turn. 13 up on the board. White flag is out one more time around.
Looking for his first feature win here in 2011.
Oh, 117 just banged the wall on the back straightaway. He is a little bit out of shape. The car wants to go up the racetrack. Don't spin out in front of the leader. Here they come off the turn. Tony Finch brings it across the line, and he flat tire, the 117. And Finch gets the win. Dimitro in second. Summers in third. Fourth will be Ford. And fifth might be Eric Fink, right?
Mike DeFerris.
Oh, Mike DeFerris, sorry.
Yes. Green flag means go, and go they shall into turn number 1.
Woo! Skippy D and Warner nearly got together. They got together again. And Skippy D got by him. Down the back straightaway, it's Colby Herzog.
Poster boy.
The billboard masher.
I'm going to call him Poster boy.
Yeah, well, if you know Colby, he's not a poster boy. Here we go, down the front straight, Colby Herzog with the lead. There's a servo behind him, 106, that's Keith.
Keith trying to make a
Johnson,
charge.
Skippy D, and Jerry Herbert.
And the Bonovsky 16B is in the middle of that sandwich. The Bonovsky sandwich. As now they're 4 wide.
Whoa, look out.
Trouble.
Eric Ed nearly got pinched. Or fractured.
Looks like a Honda.
Skippy D is on. Look, he's on a mission tonight. The little red machine is trying to move up through the field.
This guy in the red car we call Skippy D. He's heading to the front. He's got his eyes on that 48 of Colby Herzog.
I'll tell you, a good way to close out the night tonight. We got another good feature going for us right now with our gladiators.
Keith Zerbel on the 106 in that third spot.
This is a class to start off and get the idea if you wanted to go racing. It turned out to be a class where guys raced and stayed because they can afford to, and that's what they want to do. They want to race.
Racing is racing.
Well, Dan Duper in trouble down the front straightaway with the 17D. Don't know if he's going to make it, do you?
He might.
Is that Bonovsky going off over there?
Bonovsky looks like he's having some left front trouble, so he pulls it pit side.
Well, 5 laps in, Colby Herzog leads the way, but the Zerbels and the Groff and Johnston are all trying to come on down and see if the price is right down the back straightaway. Oh!
Keith Zerbel gets in his Skippy D.
Houston, Fulton, and we got,
Skippy's around.
Skip the Groff up and over as he got pinched in the back straightaway by Keith Zerbel. So the red flag comes out. They'll all park them down there in the front straightaway as we wait to see a Skippy D climb out of that race car. Ladies and gentlemen, Skip de Groff is hopping out of the race car.
Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as he took one wild ride in that red number 6 machine.
That was one of those things that looked so innocent and harmless, and then it sort of ran out of the backstretch wall, and it went into an angle there, and when it did, Skip went up and over.
Oh, that's not good. That's
Stop
not good.
it, man. Butch's car truck. Stop it. Stop it. Last night, Butch's truck got hit by a Mod Light wayward wandering tire. Remember that?
Yep, last night.
That would have been worse. If Skippy D's car back then. Oops, now we got a problem. Skip's car is
smoker.
That happens when a car gets upside down, the fluids get on the engine, and you lay it back down, and all the fluids that have poured out on the engine, the block, end up getting a little bit hot. Gladiators. I guess they live up to their name. Skip's going to park it, though, for obvious reasons.
And I think Keith is done as well.
Leads the field. This would be something if he could pull this one off.
Oh, yeah, we'd be, see one happy man in victory lane.
Teenager.
Happy teenager, yeah.
Happy teenager.
Almost gave him too much credit there.
Happy, joy.
Yeah.
Here comes Mark Johnson. He ain't no teenager.
Nope.
Colby shuts the door. Oh, Herbert gets Johnson in the back. Johnson, hang on tight, Mark.
Oh, man. Woo. Mark holds on to that one. That was some driving skill right there to keep that one straight.
Mark, my adrenaline's flowing. Johnson coming down the front straightaway. Hey, Eric M. silently moves up to top 4, trying to work on 3rd.
Stealthy would be the word for that one. He is a stealthy race car driver.
That means he eats good food. Either way, through the turns we go, down the front straightaway. It's still going to be Colby Herzog, but Jerry Herbert, I have a feeling, could be the man on the mission tonight.
And Colby still leading the way as we're just about to the halfway point.
Long way to go for these guys. Working on lap number 9. 126 of Josh Zerbel making his presence known tonight. Eric M. back in the 4th spot behind Herbert and Josh. Trying to make it a Zerbel Fest. And 2 weeks ago. Now Jerry Herbert's got the momentum going now, Adam, as he is trying to close out Colby with 10 laps to go.
Yeah, Colby just trying to do his best to keep them all behind him.
Colby felt bad last night, got involved in a crash with Mrs. P over at the D-shaped dirt Neiman and probably knocked her out of racing for a little bit. This may be the longest Colby Herzog has ever led a race. 11 laps.
Yep. Every lap he leads will be his longest.
That's right.
And they only get longer when you're up front.
But it only matters that you lead the last lap. Actually, it only matters that you're leading at the line.
The last 100 feet.
Oh, right there.
Yes.
12 laps down, and there it is. Oops, there it is.
Here's the hiccup.
Whoa.
And Jerry takes advantage as Jerry Herbert takes the lead, and Colby is just weeble-wobbling.
Getting the Zerbel shuffle. Tough break for Colby. Good run for him, though. What, 11 laps in the lead or 12?
Yep, 11. Or no, that was technically 12. It was 12 laps.
No, Jerry Herbert, he's won before. He'll win again. He's in the lead right now. 40 each off the turns down the front straightaway. Josh Zerbel, Eric M. Mark Johnston trying to recover from the bumper tag in the back straightaway. Trying to challenge Colby, and Mark moves up to 4th. Colby back to 5th. Warner is in 6th. 7th is Joe Herbert. And Skippy D is still out there.
It's still roaming the track.
We've proven tonight that if you flip a race car, you're not done for the night. We've definitely proven that out tonight. Jerry Herbert through the turns down the front straightaway, and the Zorro boys are at it for 2nd and 3rd. I keep an eye on Jerry's right front tire. I looked at it quickly. Is something wrong with his? Pick his right front when he goes by me next time. May just wait. He's got the car set up, but you never know with Jerry. 16 up on the board. Jerry Herbert coming off the turn. Nope, it's okay. There's no imaginary smoke when I'm announced, believe me. Jerry Herbert takes it through the short chute between 3 and 4, brings it off the 4th turn down the front straightaway. Eric M. looking for 2nd place. Oh boy, Josh holds him off that time. 2 laps to go. White flag, where it is? Here it is. Okay, we found it. White flag, one more time around for Jerry Herbert. Syracuse Haulers night coming to an end. Successfully for Jerry Herbert as Josh Zerbel and Eric M. and Mark Johnston all out there. Back in 5th place is the one of Warner as Colby Herzog has fallen off the pace. Checker flag out for Jerry Herbert. Josh Zerbel, Eric M. Zerbel, and Mark Johnston, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 5th is the Warner machine, and the next car in line will be Joe Herbert and Colby Herzog. Colby hitting the steering wheel. I think the car quit on him in the last 10.
Honda Power. Looks like my car, only without the roll bars. Jerry Herbert picks up the feature win here tonight. As he'll climb out of the passenger side window. Get up for Jerry Herbert, ladies and gentlemen. In the Honda Power, you look like you're having fun out there.
Wow, that was a lot of fun.
Week after week, you've been a fast car as of late.
Yeah, it's been a good car since 203 when I first built it. Same motor.
Wow, who do you want to thank tonight?
Me for working hard on it, keeping it running. Me for towing it here tonight.
Yeah, there you go. You did a lot of work, and you find yourself in victory lane. That's a great job. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yep, Jerry Herbert, ladies and gentlemen. And now 2 in a row for the driver of the novice sportsman. Kyle Dimitro finding yourself in victory lane, 2 for 2, and every time you seem to get in the car, you end up here. That's a good night.
Yeah, I know the car ran a lot better than last time. It was pushing last week or 2 weeks ago, but I really got the hang of it. The track got a little better, and I was glad to run against more than just one person. So
yeah, you looked a lot more comfortable out there tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I really like 3 and 4. I still got to get used to 1 and 2, but that'll come.
Who do you want to thank? You got a big family crowd here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank my mom, my dad, my stepmom, Kim, my grandma, grandpa, my brothers, Chris and Johnny, and my girlfriend, Becca, Performance Signs, Pour Days, Bottle and Can, Andrew, and Mike Ferguson. There's just so many people that's helped out, so.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kyle Dimitro, ladies and gentlemen, 2 for 2 here at the High Banks. That about wraps it up from down here. Drive home safely. Bill, take it away.
Well, thank you for coming out tonight. Another wild night at the Fulton Speedway, Syracuse Haulers. Thank you for supporting the racing here this evening. For all of us at the Speedway, for all those behind the scenes and up front, we thank you for coming out and spending your time and your hard-earned dollars here at the Fulton Speedway. Hopefully we'll see you again for a real big weekend of racing next weekend. Not only here, but at the Brewerton Speedway. Race time next Saturday night. Of course, 7 o'clock, a big sportsman event coming your way. $1,500 to win. An extra $1,000 in the 50-50 next week to some lucky winner here. It'll just be another outstanding evening of family entertainment. Have a safe ride home tonight, and we'll see you again next weekend.